Hi, my name's Rory and I'm from Soho Editors, and we're a talent agency and a training centre for all things post-production. And I'm standing in Soho Square to introduce you to the most easy-to-use, cloud-based remote collaboration ecosystem you will ever see. Working through DaVinci Resolve, we can do all sorts of manner of collaboration with anyone around the world really easily now. So I'm going to show you my favourite things about it. And I decided that I'd start by shooting in Soho Square. We're from Soho Editors, so I thought, what a better place than Soho Square? Now, why is shooting something in Soho Square part of the story of the best post-production tool on the planet? Well, keep on watching, and at the end, I'll show you why. Okay, number 10 in my list of amazing things that DaVinci Resolve offers is the AI tools, now only available in the paid-for version of DaVinci Resolve. But in a remote collaborative environment, you only need one paid-for version to be able to use those AI tools. The rest of your remote collaborative system could be using free versions of the software. You can mix them with the paid-for version. At number 9, although I probably should have made this number 10, is metadataing. When you add metadata in DaVinci Resolve when you're using remote collaboration, all the metadata that you add is also shared with the collaborators, and vice versa. When they add metadata, it's shared with you. At number 8, editing. Editing in a collaborative environment is a beautiful thing. Essentially, everybody can have their own timeline and work from the same media, obviously the same stuff that's been metadataed by everybody. When you edit in a collaborative project, you can be putting together the show and your collaborator could be putting together elements for that edit, which you can copy and paste at any time to merge. My number 7 should probably be most people's number 8, but it's an old favourite of mine. I talk of none other than project level configuration. I love the fact that anytime I want to set up a project level behavior, be it for speed changing, scaling, I can do that at the project level. And of course, because I'm in a remote collaborative environment, all my 30 collaborators benefit from that project level adjustment. How efficient is that? Hot on the heels at number 6 is color management. What's beautiful about it in color management terms is that I could be selecting these red clips and setting the appropriate input color space on them, and you can see that they're now color managed. When my collaborator looks at those clips, they will be color managed from here on in for them, and of course they can color manage the clips for me as well, and I would benefit from that as well. Beautiful. Number 5 could be my number 1, to be honest. It's brilliant. I keep on using that word. But with color grading in a remote collaborative environment, you can have your main editor still trimming the timeline whilst multiple colorists are grading that same timeline from wherever they are in the world. Essentially, many colorists as you want working the shots whilst you're still finishing the program. That's amazing. My number 4 could easily be my number 5, but compositing in DaVinci Resolve's remote collaborative ecosystem is a joy to behold. Essentially, I can be compositing in the same timeline that my main editor is working in. So my main editor's trimming the edit, and whilst they're doing that, I'm compositing the shot that they need. And when I do that, that composite turns up directly in my timeline and in my collaborator's timeline. Absolutely beautiful workflow for VFX. Coming in loudly at number 3, we have audio. I think the audio toolset in DaVinci Resolve's Fairlight page is spectacular. One of the brilliant tools it has is AI-based voice isolation. Also, if you're involved in things like voiceover recording, it's incredibly quick for you to record a voiceover at one end and for that file to transfer via Blackmagic's cloud storage to the collaborator and download locally to their seat. It's a beautiful way to work. You might have noticed that my top 10 counts down in the same order as the pages in Resolve. But that's purely a coincidence. All of the tools are equally brilliant, so I'm not worried about the order of them. So, in no particular order, at number 2 is delivery in a remote collaborative environment. Delivering files becomes a different thing. Because we work fundamentally with proxies, I can send proxies to my collaborators. But whenever I open their edits, I can easily switch back to the online media on my seat. So I can be doing the deliverables whilst my collaborators are preparing those deliverables. For example, if my collaborator needs to make a Square version for social media purposes, they can make that using the proxy media, and then I can immediately take it over on the seat that's got the online media and do the deliverable. It's incredibly efficient yet again. And now the big reveal. This feature has to be number 1 because it amazed me the first time I saw it 2 weeks ago at IBC, and it's such radical thinking. It's perfect for the modern age we live in. So let's take a look at it. Basically, I made a project before I went out and shot this morning in Soho Square. I've opened it already, and before I got a chance to record it, it had downloaded the proxies. But now I'm downloading the originals, and you can see that they're automatically syncing into the project. In my Blackmagic project settings now, I have a tab devoted to the Blackmagic Cloud, and I can say sync proxies and originals, and now it's pulling down those originals. Now, I just want to point out that this media was dragged into another project to make the film you're watching. So if I go back into that project, this is the clip you can see at the beginning of the film. When I started editing, I hadn't got the originals, so I was set up to view in proxy mode. Now, if I go back to playback proxy handling, prefer camera originals, in this film, I have the right quality to now export. But remember, this was shot on an iPhone using the Blackmagic camera app, and they will get all of their other cameras to work with this system too. They already have one professional camera that does that. And all the media was automatically synced via the Blackmagic storage to all of my collaborators and into this project ready for me to get editing. Quite outstanding, a slick, transparent workflow where I just get on with shooting the content and editing the content, and all the logistics are taken care of. That's why it's my number 1 pick. But you can see I am spoilt for choice. I can convince you in a day that Resolve is the better tool than the one you're currently using. I guarantee it. So please do go to sohoeditors.com and check out our remote collaboration in DaVinci Resolve or any of the other courses that we offer. And please consider Soho Editors your remote collaboration partner. Thank you for watching.